of consolidating these territories, though. It's not looking too shabby for the Axis, it must be noted. But we are seeing, you know, a gradual ebb and flow of the tide of battle.
It is going to be the AA half track, I think, as we expected. Like I say, unlike the Austere, when we saw double Austere against USF, OKW was able to match up to USF with infantry, and you see that here. You see the map patchwork of red now.
The command vehicle has converted to a static building.
And I like this. Actually, I really like the OKW players taking their own path routes. Von Asten has gone for the mechanized regiment. Isildur with the battle grouper. I'll be interested to see what units they bring out of this to deal with the situation. There's a lot of infantry on the field that needs countering. We might see a flak half track along with the Puma.
Here we go. We've got a Raketenwerfer entering the field for Von Asten. He's going to need them because DevM's A half track is backing its posterior up and reversing into combat. And soon Helping Hands will be doing that famous 180 maneuver very soon. Here we go. As soon as it enters the battlefield, a reverse command is issued. Helping Hands. Just do what I say, damn you. No, he's driving forwards. How unconventional.
It's Caster's Curse.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Spoken of very often. Did we see a Faust here from the Vultures? I like that they retreat and not Faust because it doesn't give the game away that teching has gone up already. Even though we do know that the Faust is commonly used to increase the veterancy on a squad, even if there is really little chance of it even snaring.
Good job of proliferating this building with fire. Huge cannon and 50 cals are tearing up their opponents. Stern Pioneers exited the wrong. Oh, it's in a world of hurt now. Well, it would have been.
Got some smart play here from Isildur. Actually running for the strategic decap. They're not going to cap the VP in fuel directly. They're going to get the strategic point that cuts off all those juicy resources, including the munitions point. Lieutenants being capped in the northwest. It's a delicate game.
It's a delicate balance, you know. It's teetering very delicately because this is a last stand for Isildur and Von Asten. They don't want to go into this finals tournament on the 8th and 9th of December as anything but the favourites, and they were #1 seed for the qualification process, and it's certainly looking like they're going to struggle to be even a high 5 to 8 seed. Well, this game will decide who is 5th and who is 6th, so just ignore AE's comments whilst AE remembers what he's trying to say. The winner of this game gets #5 seed, the loser gets #6 seed.
By the way, Von Asten did not go for the Puma. He actually went for the Lukes. A very good choice there. That being said, though, we have seen the AA half track take down the Lukes in previous events. Now there's 2 on the field. Luke still has to be careful.
Certainly does. He can't exactly go all guns blazing without knowing exactly where he's blazing those guns into. Here comes that boy. Better be careful. He's also got a 50 cal watching over his flank. Elsewhere in the west.
Do you see this?
Go on.
Do you see this positioning? Actually, this is exactly the same positioning we saw in the previous series. Obviously, this is a made strategy by Devon and Helping Hands. They clearly know the positioning of these trucks, exactly where they need to be when they push up the map. It's an exact reflection of that last game in the last series.
It's amazing that they're shielding for these behemoths of the early game with their infantry, you know. They've got those rifle nades cocked and ready to counter-attack and just keeping their AA half track safe. And look at the map dominance that has afforded them.
They've done very, very well. And again, you know, at the start of this game, it wasn't one-sided. Actually, it's not been an easy ride for USF.
No, other than those first couple of minutes. I mean, I feared for Isildur and Von Asten in the first couple of minutes, but they certainly battled back. And it has been rather ebb and flow, to and fro, back and forth, here and there, and everywhere on the battlefield. And I think they tried to do the Okikoki at one point, but that was quite
Got all these infantry in the battle group at the Axis base. It's a sorry. It's a sorry state, isn't it, really?
Oh,
trying to get healing on. They haven't got it quick enough, actually.
Wrap those bandages faster. There's a war going on and we're losing ground. We need fuel.
What I do see here is that Axis are not prioritizing a specific resource on a specific side. Perhaps they're too scared of being flanked or suppressed in the center again. So they're starting to spread out across the map now and try and test the allies across different areas. Here's the Raketten. Not a good place to set up in front of that Sherman. Probably
Sherman
can act as a shot blocker. Yeah, there's a Sherman carcass there, which may block shots occasionally.
Fair enough, I'm with you. I like it. I was momentarily confused, but now I'm with you. And, like, are we in the wrong cast? Look at this riflemen branching out, and the first grenadiers need to get out of there ASAP. One would anticipate. Oh, they've gone the wrong way! Oh, that could be bad. He went for the block, did Devon. He couldn't quite get it. Oh, he's got it a bit, just enough maybe. Negative cover's going to launch in. Damn, this could be one dead first grenadier squad.
Yeah, if they don't get the front model, I'm pretty sure that the rear model should fall. There we go. It's very lucky though to get away with that. But just check out the south at the moment. Good setup here. You've got the two Rakettens. They're covering the Lukes, maybe expecting that these two AA half-tracks on the left will come down. It looks like that is happening right now. We do have a commander pick finally from DevM. It's going to be heavy cavalry again.
A lot of abilities ready for deployment, that's for certain. Ooh, AA half-track's just eaten a Faust. There's another one threatening. Is he going to get it off? No, he is suppressed. Elsewhere, we've got a staunch push in by Von Asten. I tell you what, Dan, this game is very balanced at the moment. We have seen a little bit more aggression. That has been successful from the WSF, but they have not been pushovers, Isildur and Von Asten. And they have managed to get cut-offs twice. Look at these Fausts hitting the barbed wire. That's great. Exactly what he wanted to do. Luke's getting bazookaed away. There's only one bazooka on the rear echelon. They're not too powerful.
I mean, this game isn't really all about the aggression, I feel. It's also about the patience that the players have. You saw a second ago when all the infantry are back in the base. You know, it's not just about continued aggression. They're taking their time. They're assessing the situation and making good plays up against it. They nearly got down one of the AA half-tracks, which I think is a crucial way to get through Helping Hands and DevM at the moment. Once they're down, they've kind of got clear paths to run.
That's a big point as well. You cannot afford to trickle onto the battlefield one squad by one squad. Sometimes if you're on the defense, it is much better to wait for your teammate to be ready and yourself to be ready before making an assault. And we've seen a lot of that great steady play. We are, however, seeing an AA half-track about to bite the dust. It does eat a Faust. Rakettenwerfer needs to get the shot off. Is it going to do that? No, it's forced away by the bar.
It's possible for the STGs to get it, I think.
It's possible, but unlikely. They're suppressed.
That is a very, very snaky escape.
I've seen a gun crow go down somewhere. It looks like it wasn't in the south. Von Asten's holding
Raketten,
strong.
actually, it's a center right.
Okay. There we go.
The Kraken game, actually really good.
It's an incredible...
Really good to see the players like evolving to each other. You know, like a new threat comes on the field, it's kind of assessed, it's negated.
Oh!
And now we've got,
did you see that ISG shot? It destroyed a squad on its very first hit.
I didn't see that one.
Nice. Okay then. So the Lukes is on 7 kills. He's pushing in the north, but the Stern Pioneers have been pushed away themselves. This AA half-track's got on 6 kills. That's DevM's. Helping Hands, meanwhile, this little fella down south right now has 8 kills. So a good amount of suppression and damage has also been caused as well as just fatalities.
A little bit of staticness from Hands at the moment. I think he's at a period where he's not quite sure exactly what to bring to the field. Of course, in the build at the moment is the MA-A1 Scott howitzer. I think major artillery's just been called near the North VP. Actually, Von Asten does manage to get his MG-34 out of the house.
Oh, I mean the South VP.
Sorry. Yeah.
Your compass was clearly the wrong way around. It's fine. It happens. to the best of us. And the rifleman there does get an 18-8 off, does damage the engine of the Panzer II, but there is no follow-up, so it's actually going to carry on, and that's a classic play there by Von Asten. Be undeterred if you know you've got the situation at hand, and that's what experience grants you. Oh, Devem's got a Sherman on the way.
How good a Sherman would be. In fact, we saw in previous games Devem went for the Jackson first, and I don't think that's a bad idea, to be honest. They've got infantry like locked down. They've got the riflemen doing very well. They've got the suppression platforms. Maybe the Jackson is actually going to be the choice here, or should be the choice. But obviously Sherman is what he's going to go for.
Half-track's looking for its next prey. Oh, sees the 222 and runs away. Sorry, 222. Luke's Panzer II, rather. Oh, the Scots getting hit in the rear. How is it bouncing those shots? I definitely would have thought the Panzer II would hurt it from the rear, but apparently not. Okay. Here comes the tactical battle group, moving in unison from Devem. First Grenadiers backpedal behind the safety of green cover. Yeah, half-track will have a thing or two to say about your cover. What cover? It destroys the cover. These Raketenwerfer has been... Go on.
What a blob. That is a tactical movement group just there from Von Asten. I think he's trying to move out of that entrance to his base, just taking suppression on a lot of the units at the front.
First Grenadier coming to cap the central circle. In terms of victory points, of course, the Allies have had a higher majority of this game. It's about 60-40 in terms of control, and that is showing on the victory point tally. Panzer II with 12 kills, not too shabby. In the north, Sherman's raining a fearsome display of aggression as Raketenwerfer's forced away, but the Schwerpanzer headquarters building its Panzer IV is going to keep that pesky medium tank at bay.
So we've got our first medium vehicle for Axis. It's the Panzer IV. Very, very necessary in the field right now. And it's a good choice as well, because of course infantry is such an issue for Axis to deal with at the moment. Have fortunately got some Raketens to deal with the Sherman.
Must point out, by the way, Helping Hands and Devon made great use of munitions. They've been using them very well. Von Asten has banked munitions. He's got 250, so interesting to see what he's waiting for with regards to that. Here comes that OKW Panzer IV, forces the rifleman away immediately. A half-track also relinquishes its position. Meanwhile, in the south, Scots is operating. Stormers has a saying about Scots.
I do?
Yeah. They always come in twos, and here's the second one right now coming onto the battlefield. Helping Hands is going to have a double Scot combo. You know, rain death from above.
Ooh, check out Sherman there. Just taking a hit from the Raketen.
First Grenadier almost goes completely down there. Let's check out the Sherman Dan referred to. Yep, Sherman's pushed away by the Raketen and the Panzer IV combo. Scots, could finish off the First Grenadiers. The Lieutenant doing the Scots. Oh, they couldn't finish the job. Already with 8 kills between them, the Scots. Not bad at all.
We're losing a capture point.
No, it's just like we said, they're just going to cause stuff to move a lot. It's really good against the static B-34s, which is setting up. I'm actually surprised Von Asten hasn't been able to make any movement on the left-hand side, because it seems like he's had the better army every single time he's gone on that side of the map. 2 Raketens, 2 MGs, plenty of infantry and Lukes, and hasn't been able to even take this VP. Clearly, really not able to make this work. Maybe we should go over and support the right side.
I think the Axis need to push us, double team one of their opponents and just try and claim what's rightfully theirs. They currently do have this fuel point, but not for long, thanks to the Veteran 2. 9 kill a half track. by no means a bad game for Axis. It's just that they have had just that less amount of control, which has given the Allies a slight strategic advantage in terms of victory points. But they're not lacking. Oh, what's this? A Pack 43 is building behind the house. Now that's an interesting contraption.
Yeah, I was wondering if von Asten was banking his special operation flares, sorry, munitions for special operations flares for artillery, but actually the Pack 40, we've seen this last qualifier used very, very well to cover the center, and I have no doubt it's going to be just as potent here. This is a massive danger for things like the Sherman.
Talking of the Sherman, Raketenfire goes in. Panzer II leads the way. Panzer IV's shot bounces harmlessly against the ground. Main gun destroyed. It will live to fight another day. Is the Pack 43 ready? Yes, it is. Can he keep line of sight? No, he can't. That is a shame. But maybe they could spec up flare their way to victory. We'll have to wait and see. Certainly waiting for it. Cool down.
I think von Asten's putting 2 Raketens on the left, waiting for those Scots to overextend to the VP again. It could be bait. Could be very good bait.
Good bait indeed. Spec up flares are lighting up the sky. Where's he oh, he's chosen them here. That's not the right place. I don't want you to do that. Panzer II pushed away. Pack 43 still yet to fire. The element of surprise has not been breached.
I don't think it's been seen yet either, has it?
No.
Fog of war, so still the element of surprise. Here's the Jackson. And again, I find this weird because I thought he would have gone for the Jackson earlier and then the Pershing. But...
By the way, the AA half-track, I chose that moment to look at the Jackson, and the AA half-track died immediately to a double Faust, I presume. Oh no, we're in the Pack 43 no, indeed, of course it was. 43. Damn it! Yeah. 1 vehicle destroyed there, so nice work, AE. And Scott comes in to force away the Faucheriers.
Nice strategic decapping from von Asten, denying fuel on the left-hand side. The helping Hans and Devem. Suddenly, Hans and Devem don't look as strong as they did 5 minutes ago. Even though they are in the VP lead, they still need to be careful as Axis come in strength to strength. Right side echelons managing to bring minesweepers in so they don't get caught off by the S-mines.
Oh, nice grenade! Rear echelons could get the final killing blow, perhaps. Maybe not. Oh, Axis of resurgent, Dan. This Pack 43 is now ominous. It looms over the centre.
This game has gone from left to right so many times.
It's Sunday.
What?
It's Sunday, and it's time for you to go to church. We have the priest on the battlefield, and from his pulpit, the gunner surveys the battlefield and is about to hand out a lesson in.
Haven't heard that announcement for a while. In the Jackson and the Sherman on the right there. We're actually just hunting for line of sight. Even though they're so close together, the vehicles couldn't detect each other. And as soon as Devem pops in... Oh, there's a massive problem with the Sherman. It goes down.
Indeed. And it wasn't actually from the pack I expected it to be. It was just from brute force of the Panzer IV. Did the work. Alright. Priest is firing. Where's its target of choice? It is, of course, the pack, it seems. Sitting in the garrison right now. Oh god, Jackson needs to watch out. Pack 43 has traversed its huge cannon, and there you go. There's the damage done. Panzer Force trying to find that target. Oh, the priest just got a big shot on the Panzer. Let's have a check.
The Pack 43 picks up veterancy relatively quickly when it hits, so be really careful about driving your vehicles near there. Hans, I think, has made a good decision to go for the artillery. Possibly even get the Scots over there if he was feeling confident.
Oh. Scots annihilating that machine gun. Absolutely devastating it. Helping Hans is the indirect fire master in this game. He's got the 2 Scots and, of course, now the priest. I tell you what, that's really clever.
Time on target's just come down somewhere. Actually, it's on the Pack 43 right now. Off-map artillery has been called with the scouting from the echelons. And not as effective as I thought it might be.
No. I tell you what, it was a very clever idea to go for a lot of indirect fire against the Pack 43, because of course you can outrange it just about. So the Scots can keep out of harm's way whilst peppering their opponents with a barrage. Oh, talking of barrage, nice infiltration grenade.
Also good retreat there.
It was really quick, wasn't it? I like how you sounded a little bit like Yoda there.
Good retreat, balls.
Here we go. Lieutenants forcing away the Raketenwerfers. Oh my lord. There's 3 Raketenwerfers and an M1AT gun. As like a hive. Lieutenant takes the northern fuel. But look at this in the meantime. Isildur taking his position, rightfully so here. Priest must... Where's the priest firing? Oh, it's on these support weapons. That's a good target. I like it. I like it a lot. Check out the cutoff. Oh, Scots could be taken out here. Raketenwerfer. Indeed. Vehicle crew gets hell out of dodge just in the nick of time.
You know, I really did think that that priest would be focused entirely on the Pack 43. Maybe Hans believes it got taken down by the time on target. Of course it didn't.
Oh, the Panthers on the hunt. What's it going for? Priest continuing to fire, it would seem. It's still got no kills. Nil points. Big shot from the Scots. Misses. Meanwhile, Major makes a major mistake of standing in the horrific barrage of fire there.
I'm actually surprised to see Axis in this position. As far as I can see, they actually have a lot more on the field than Devon and Hans, yet they are being pushed back quite substantially. There is a captured USF AT gun from Von Asten, and of course the USF AT gun, great range, great against the armor of the allied vehicles. It's a really good pickup to use against USF.
Northern contingent is being led by a minesweeper getting rid of that pesky S-mine. Centrally, the MG34 watches over that victory point, so nothing can be really done for now. Isildur's looking really strong. Von Asten's army looking equally strong thanks to all that stolen material. Helping Hans is now building a Jackson of his own. I believe DevM is currently repairing his. What have you seen, Dan? Tell me.
Check out Panzer IV there. Might pick eyes on the artillery piece if it reveals itself. I think actually through the fog of war it just did, so the Panzer IV feels like it may be able to go in. There isn't really much in the way of mines in that area too, so you get a minesweeper down there, and Isildur may realise he's got more flanking opportunities than he understands.
Oh, Panther. Oh, missing just about there, the AT gun, thanks to evasive manoeuvres. The centre, the Panzer IV is just watching over, it's bossing that situation. I mean, there is a Jackson about to hit, there it comes, but it's a little bit late to the party. What a great play by Isildur and Von Asten to battle back into this game and get past that early horrendous aggression from WSF, the ultimate simultaneous ferocity, as I very weakly call it. Pack 43 has attained veterancy 2, but it's not done much for a while thanks to good evasion of the allies.
Wow, actually, it was really smart from Isildur. He's got the Panzer IV taking bait with the 2 Raketens. Actually, the A1s aren't able to fire the shots off accurately enough to push those Raketens away. Now you've got the Pershing on the field. That's going to be spotted by the Raketens immediately. And it looks like it's going on the hunt for that damaged Panzer IV.
No, it's going to destroy all these support weapons. And the Lieutenant gets the kill on the first grenade, but the Raketenwerfer's doing the damage. Will the Panzer IV now come in for the kill? No, there's a Jackson waiting. It's a trap!
Wait, this makes me realize, I think actually Helping Hands and Devon genuinely believe the Pack 43 has gone down. Otherwise, why would he push the Pershing so close to it?
Those Rakettenwerfers, by the way, were in such a good position, Dan. Do you think they think it's gone down?
I think after using time on target, he believes that unit is down, and I don't. Otherwise, why would Devon put his Pershing there? That's so risky.
And I must say, I mean, the Pershing is the squad wipe machine, but when you can't push in there thanks to the Pack 43, what's the point? Could be another wipe, though. First Grenadiers now on negative cover. They are body blocked. And, oh god, Stern Pioneers. Gonna dice the battle of death with these Rifleman Veterancy 3 with the Browning automatics.
A little bit confused as to what the strategy is at the moment, to be honest. Because it doesn't seem like there's much going on actually with the Axis other than they just continually pushing the front lines. I haven't seen anything deep strategy here, but here's the Pershing coming up to contend with the Command Panther.
That's easier said than done, Dan. I mean, they're using the Pack 43, they're pushing on all fronts. They are losing Foch Grenadiers, so they don't want to be doing that against the Pershing. Oh, nice shot there. Coordinated fire called in by the Pershing. Scott going to plink away harmlessly. Nice S-mine fields here in the south by these Vet 5 Foch Grenadiers. Pushing on all
like the
fronts.
little touches, actually, from Fortifications doctrine that we're seeing from Isildur, because he has been utilising a lot of that doctrine well.
Pershing being double repaired by rear echelons, causing problems for anything that dares advance. But the point is, their back line is so far back thanks to the Pack 43, they can't afford to push into the centre. Here we go, big assault on the Jackson from the Pershing, sorry, from the Panther and the Panzer IV. One more shot, they get it!
A medium tank was just lost.
Beautiful play, long AT grenade there. And the other Jackson and the Pershing not able to come in time, although that Panzer IV is snared, so if they can just get past the Panther, Pershing doesn't really care for that Panther at all. There we go, Panzer IV down. Now the Jackson can pick off shots at the Panther at long range.
It got one as well. It was a nice shot.
A beautiful hit.
Lieutenant.
I can't help feeling that these Volksgrenadiers on the left could be capping that fuel point.
Yes, I've been looking at that for a while, but they're just standing in the middle of their S-mine field. I think they have, they're being penalised. They're a penal battalion. They have to stand in the middle of the field. And they've been told by their commanding officer that they have to report in when the mines detonate. Yes. Indeed. Oh, what is this? On time, target, ability indeed. Time on target, rather. It is on time. And on target.
I'm waiting for any units to trigger the minefield. I think that would be perfect.
Look at these! Look at these poor. Oh, they've got a bazooka! They've got a bazooka! Come on! Come on! Get him! Get him! Oh!
Come on!
You.
Oh.
I was going to write killjoys.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
I know. That would have been beautiful.
Meanwhile, in the centre, the Panther watches on as a grenade is lobbed, and they have to evacuate the premises. In the south, we've got the Jackson marching on into Rakettenwerfer fire. That's not advised, Helping Hands. This is very aggressive, but he's going for it regardless. Vet 5 Luke's is the target. He reverses away. Rakettenwerfers have been foiled. Oh, what a big shot that was. It missed, though.
This is a nice follow-up, though, because whilst the Rakettans may be trying to get the Jackson... Oh, no, they get the air half-track!
Yep.
Very well handled. Actually thought that was going to sway. Now the Jackson's in trouble from the Command Panther. Mark target's gone off, and here comes the chase, eh?
Oh, yes, coordinated fire leads the way. They've already taken out the surviving AA half-track. But, you know, this is a game for the ages. I tell you what, I haven't seen a game like this for a long time, where two equally matched 2 versus 2 teams are throwing everything and the kitchen sink at one another.
Oh, Panther smells blood. He's going to continue the push for that Jackson.
It goes into the river. Jackson tries to get away. It's on the opposite bank. Panther. Oh! Misses. Jackson finds the rear armour and gets detonated and meets a fiery and watery demise. That was like the Battle of Jutland.
No, actually, the Pershing isn't happy about that. Pershing attempted to make a move on the left there, but can't. Obviously, because the Panther is pushing in from the center. That's from the seal door. Now we've got a Stuka on as well.
What a game, what a battle, what a final! This is the second qualification tournament to decide who gets seed 5 in the biggest cash pool tournament in Company Heroes history, but it's not just about the seeding. It is about the money, and it's certainly about being on a roll and showing who's boss and showing who's to be feared. And this is priceless experience to gain. They want this victory against their name. Seems that allies are really controlling the victory points for the time being, Dan, and they actually have the superior victory point count.
They're still doing well to keep them. Again, like I say, as soon as Axis get control of that center VP, it's so difficult again because of that pack 43. I'm just waiting for that to catch something off guard, like the Pershing.
Panzer II Luke's still doing damage. That thing has 32 infantry kills. Not too shabby. Lieutenant finding an angle on the MG. In the north, the Jackson's marooned. He's stuck in the trees, but the Panther can't see him thanks to fog of war.
Oh no. Oh. Slither of sight actually came on then as the Jackson drove past.
Oh, Jackson finds the Vet 5 Panzer. It's not been dealt with by Von Asten quite yet. Oh, but the Rakettenwerfer is waiting. Admiral Akbar, eat your heart out. Oh, and the Lieutenant dies. Oh. Or does it? What? The Rifleman nearly died. The Lieutenant killed the one-man MG-34 before he could get the killing blow. That was cool.
I'm just trying to have a look. Who do you think has the better army at the moment out of the Axis team? In fact, there's not that much armor on the field for Axis. But they certainly play well with the infantry.
Oh my god.
Vet 4, Vet 5 now.
Did you know that that Sherman died in the north?
Well, ages ago, yes. We can't. You cast that.
Oh, maybe I was on about the Jackson. Yeah, I got confused. It's fine. Oh, the Pack 43 has been obliterated, by the way. It must have been a time on target artillery barrage. Indeed, took that thing out. We had so much going on. We now got the... Oh, my God. Jackson's going down in the south, but the Panther is in pursuit. Will it get the killing blow down? Oh, so close.
I thought that the M8A1 might pop smoke there, but look in the north at the moment. Jackson and the Pershing are going in for the Panther. They need to get a last big shot off. The Jackson misses. It's not worth leaving 2 snared units there, so they will retreat. But it's a good push. They're about to bring Axis down to 100 VPs now.
Oh, it's clutch territory. It's squeaky bum time. They've got to make a go of this. They've put up great resistance in this game, but it's not quite been enough thus far. They need something decisive. Let's check out some of the kills on these units. The Priest only has 6 kills. It may have helped with getting rid of the Pack 43 though, so